Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at Gholdengo in the Master League. Master League is coming back and I got a level 51 best buddy Gholdengo up here for us to take a look at. We're going to have the Kyurem in the lead. This is basically what PvPoke tells you when you put in a Gholdengo. Kyurem is one of the best, basically course, I guess, for this Pokemon, because Kyurem going to be able to destroy something like the Kyogre, which is really good, as well as you're going to be able to do something against also something like Groudon, which is really good for this Pokemon, while you yourself have a weakness against fighting type moves, which Gholdengo can come in clutch, as well as you're going to have a weakness against something like the Metagross. If Metagross wasn't a thing in this meta, I would have went for Zacian as a say-stop here, but with this Metagross in the meta here, I kind of have to go for my Mewtwo, but I can at least go ahead against this opponent, can shield up the move. They're gonna go for one Aura Sphere, which is actually a good move, but sadly not really the best for Lucario, because you also have close combat, and I will be able to go for one Shadow Ball here and knock them out. They knew it was over anyway. Of course, my opponent's going to know that I'm going to run this Pokemon, because why would I else have this Pokemon as my best buddy right now? So, like, yeah, I guess it was kind of obvious, and I feel like some teams at least didn't really make too much sense either, other than if you know that I'm going to bring Gholdengo, but it wasn't really a big thing there. I think there was like one team where I was like, okay, it's a little bit interesting there what you're going to bring, because I think that they completely took Kyogre otherwise. Actually, I put now in into the description a link where you can sign up for coaching. People asked me to do that. I put some in there. I just literally copied what other people are doing and literally put that in there. I don't know if that helps anybody, if anybody wants to do stuff with me, or like in general wants to pay me for coaching, but yeah, link is in the description. I'm not sure about it, maybe gonna put it away again, I don't know. But yeah, I just want to say it for those people that asked me. I got asked that like quite a bit, so I just thought I'd go ahead and just put it in there. If people are interested, they can take a look at the description there. But otherwise, we're going to take a look now at Gholdengo being able to go ahead and go for one Shadow Ball. This Pokemon is actually really funny, because against Metagross, you're always going to win this matchup, because you're going to be able to just go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball and one-shot them, while you're also going to outspeed them. You don't need as much time to get to one Shadow Ball compared to them getting even to one Media Mesh. Like, you're going to even outspeed them to the Media Mesh, which is amazing. So that was really good for us. Here we're going to encounter a Zacian, and here we're going to see also why Gholdengo is so good. This Pokemon going to be able to counter this Pokemon pretty easily here. Player Rough does basically no damage, as you're going to be able to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball as well here, which going to do some pretty decent damage against them if they would let this move go through, but they are not doing that. I can just go ahead, let the next move go through as well. It's going to be a close combat. Now Shadow Ball easily going to one-shot the opponent's Zacian here, and it's going to happen here. Goodbye there. In comes now the opponent's Mewtwo. I will be able to go ahead and shield up the move here. I kind of want to go for the Shadow Ball and just one-shot them as well. Just going to rely on my Gholdengo now. They're going to go ahead and actually, yeah, stay in here. I can go ahead, go for one charge move here. There's going to be a Shadow Ball. They're going to swap out now. And we see a Melmetal coming in. You know already what we have to do here. We're going to use another shield coming up here. Going to be a Rock Slide coming in against us. Doesn't really matter to us, as he can go ahead and go for one Focus Blast. Level 50 Melmetal. We can say goodbye to that one here. Good game there, as we're going to see that it can still get to one charge move here with their Mewtwo. But it doesn't really matter. Even though Shadow Ball doesn't knock out my Mewtwo here, and we can just go ahead, go for one Glaciate, and just completely destroy them before they even saw our own Pokemon there. Next opponent, we see a Ho in the lead. That's a very okayish lead from us, actually. We can deal with that pretty easily with our Kyurem. That's definitely fine. Of course, it's something that you don't really want to get in your Gholdengo. We will be able to go for one Glaciate here, which will do some decent damage and get the attack drop. I'm still going to shield this move up here. Brave Bird would have hurt me a lot. Dialga is actually really good for Gholdengo, so we're going to go ahead and do some Icy, I won't say Icy Wind, but it's Glaciate, which is even better than Icy Wind now. And we can go into our Gholdengo, but I make a huge mistake by going straight for the Shadow Ball. That was my own mistake, as now they're going to go for the Draco Media. I can't try to undercharge here, but I should have just had the balls to actually hit not the last two bubbles there, because I think I might have been able to get some extra farm in then. But I of course don't know really it counts. And like this, my opponent can just farm me down perfectly, going to have enough energy to really knock me out here. And there's not a lot that I can really do here at this point of time. I threw this game. Like, I could have won this game easily if I played this better. This was all on me. If I just played better with my Gholdengo, I would have been fine here, but I didn't play it good with my Gholdengo, so that's on me. My own fault. Could have won this game if I played this game better, but I didn't play this game very well, so totally fine. We're gonna get knocked out by this Dragonite here. I'm not even going to resist there anymore because like there was not really a reason to do that. Next opponent, we're going to see a Gyarados in the lead. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Gyarados actually pretty decent in the current meta again. A main reason for this actually, which I also might want to showcase then, this Pokemon will be able to destroy a Rayquaza. I think you can still beat the Dragonite, you're still going to be able to beat Kyurem, you're still going to be able to beat Groudon, so it's going to be a new meta answer. Like this Pokemon is going to be very, very interesting to take a look at. Gyarados is going to be a very good new Pokemon for this meta. Of course, you have to be a little bit careful with the potential of having to deal with one Dialga or Zacian. Maybe I can actually pair it then again with my Gholdengo, because Gholdengo is a core breaker for this core. So here we're going to be able to go for a Shadow Ball against the opponents. A Metagross as well that's going to knock them out straight away. And we see the X-Control coming in. We're going to try to get to the Focus Blast, of course we have to. Let's see if they're going to no-shield this move here. They are not shielding, like they are shielding this, so they're not going to no-shield, sadly. They can knock me out here, but they're literally in range here right now, I think, for one Shadow Ball, and that's going to be a very good game there. They still have a Pokemon that they could catch on, but even then, I don't really know if it really matters. We're going to see here. Okay, yeah, well, not really the best try to catch there, at least from the opponent. I can even go for the Glaciate, which is going to definitely put them into Shadow Ball range, but even into the Side Strike range, and I need to even farm them down here as well. So yeah, that's going to be a pretty easy game here to win. Issue with this team is if you get rid of your lead and then they have something like Yveltal in the back, because both of your Pokemon, like my Pokemon in the back, are weak to Yveltal. Let's take a look what the next opponent is going to bring here. We're going to see a Mewtwo in the lead. That's very neutral for us. That's totally okay for us, for our lead. Also a Shundo Mewtwo here, so we have two Shundo Mewtwo's right now as well here, as mine is also a Shundo, but mine is not best buddied, because my Gholdengo is best buddied. But I got my Shundo Mewtwo as a Go Battle League reward, which I'm still very happy about, but yeah, my opponent going to shield. I shielded before. We're going to see a Mamoswine coming in, and I make a huge mistake, I think, later on. Gonna go for the Glaciate. Gonna get them low. I can shield this move up if I wanted to, but I don't think I will. And they're gonna go for the Avalanche. And I thought, oh, I'm so cool, I'm going to catch the move here. And I thought this is now going to be the high horsepower, because I think they were like a little bit over, but it was still an Avalanche. I could have let this move go through. And the issue now is Mewtwo can go for one Shadow Ball. They have a Shundo Mewtwo with best buddy, and of course they're gonna get this move off first, and Gholdengo gonna go down. You thought, but it actually is so wise, a Shadow Ball from a Mewtwo for whatever reason, and we can go ahead and knock them out straight away. As the Excadrill comes in here, we will be able to go ahead and go for one Glaciate there, which will do some pretty decent damage here as well. Going to get them pretty low. I will be able to go ahead and let this move go through as well. And now they're in range for one Side Strike. Side Strike going to knock them out. I can take 2 drill runs because of the Glaciate debuff. Doesn't really matter what they really want to do here, because 2 drill runs will not be enough to knock me out. Side Strike coming through, they're going to let this move go through as well, and it's going to be a very good game. Next opponent here, let's see what we're going to encounter. We're going to encounter a Zarude in the lead, a very, very bulky boy there, XL Zarude, and we're going to see also a Ho-Oh coming in here as well. That's going to be a wild one. Let's take a look at what we can do in this matchup, because actually a show went into my Mewtwo immediately, and I make a huge mistake here as well. You see me no-shielding this one, which is smart, which is fine, totally okay. But I am over-farming too much. I forgot the counts for Ho-Oh, which is kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. But now kind of in a bad position, because I need my Zarude, the Zarude from the opponent basically to be against our Kyurem. Otherwise, I'm screwed. And luckily, they seem to be double weak to Kyurem in the back. So I will be able to go for a Glaciate here. This will get the shield from the opponent, and we are just going to go ahead and go for another Glaciate afterwards. Shielding this move up here, I don't really want to get hit by the Dark Pulse, and after this I'm just going to let the move go through no matter what's coming in against us, as we're going to be able to get them low now, and I think I'm still going to be able to survive on Dark Pulse. They're double debuffed, like this cannot knock us out, right? Yeah, it does knock us out. We can go ahead and go for one Glaciate. Now we have one shield advantage. Hopefully it's not something like a Groudon in the back. Oops, yep, there is a Groudon in the back, and I thought, okay, I can shield this move up and then can go for the Focus Blast. Maybe this knocks them out. Let's take a look at this. Maybe it knocks them out, or maybe it does not knock them out. It does not knock them out, which is going to be a little bit awkward, because as you can see here now, they can go for one charge move. If they go for the Precipice Blades here, no, they're gonna go for the Fire Punch. It doesn't do enough, and we can knock them out with one more Shadow Ball. Gholdengo coming in clutch. Goodbye there. They wanted to overfarm, but Gholdengo just does not care. Good game there. Next opponent, let's take a look at this one. We're going to see a Ho-Oh in the lead. That's totally okay for us. So far, we want to see it kind of in the lead. Our lead can deal with it. Our lead can win against them as well, I think. I will be able to go for one Glaciate now, which is going to do some decent damage and get the attack drop, which is the most important part here. They had 100 energy. Fine for us. We can shield this move up here. Brave Bird coming through, and they're gonna go into their own Kyurem. I'm gonna go for my debuff remove there. Maybe she'll went for the Dragon Claw. This is neutral. Dragon Claw would be super effective. They're going to let this move go through, but we can go ahead and go into Gholdengo. And Gholdengo's typing is just so amazing. As you're going to see here, Glaciate coming through. We will resist the fast moves, the charge moves on the opponent as well. We could just go ahead and go for one Shadow Ball now. The Shadow Ball coming through, gonna get shielded. Fine for us. We don't have to shield anything here. They can go for a Glaciate if they want to. I don't really care too much. It does basically no damage against us. And Gholdengo is actually such a good Pokemon right now. I love it. Like level 51 Gholdengo is so amazing. Ho coming through here. We can still go for one Shadow Ball. We don't care about that one. And they have to kind of respect that we still have a charge move, I think, stored here. They're going to go into the Zarude, which is amazing for us. We can now go back, go for one more charge move against the opponent here with our Kyurem. I'm going to go for Glaciate, and you see already, we're going to have a great time here against the opponent. They're going to go for the Dark Pulse. I can go and still outspeed them to the Dragon Claw for sure. And this is going to be a very good game for us, as the Ho-Oh has no chance anymore at this point of time. So that's going to be a very easy game here. This is going to knock me out, but I can still just farm down even with my Mewtwo. I don't even have to throw a charge move here. Next opponent, I think final opponent. I know this person as well. I think they sent me some very cool gameplay before. But if that's actually your team that you're running here also for the upcoming cup, I would recommend you to at least change it a little bit, because you're going to see Extra in the lead. That's totally fine. That's a very good Pokemon. We will be able to go for one Glaciate there. This will definitely get the shield, which is very nice. But as you're going to see here, we can actually win this matchup. We can actually definitely win this matchup here. We can just go ahead and go for Glaciate. Most likely, at least. We're going to see here Glaciate coming through. We're going to get the debuff against the opponent. Attack fell. Fine for us. We can let this Rock Slide go through. We actually don't win this matchup, but we can at least farm down. We see now an Yveltal coming in. That's fine, but also a Ho-Oh in the back. If you actually want to play this team in the actual meta, it's going to be a little bit tricky against the Kyogre, I would say, because like there's no answer for Kyogre on this team. Even I think Yveltal loses against it. Ho-Oh is completely horrible against it. Your lead is completely horrible against it. But at least, yeah, Gholdengo didn't really had a chance here, sadly. The Brave Bird coming through, going to do some decent damage. I'm just going to just go through because I had no way to hit the Yveltal. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. You're going to see now on the screen as well the end card, where you can see the top teams for the Master League on the right side and my other latest video on the left side. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you click one of them, and I see you in the next one. Bye.